same approach as the wanting to back up the Granger. And it is well supported with the Gourd, the Marcel, the Akai, and the Uranus up in the front. The Gourd with it in case someone gets to penetrate their formation. So this is a great balanced lineup for Falcons Mena.
Yeah, so you like it.
I like it. But Ignite, I do like the Minotaur too. The range of Mena with them wanting to get close and create space. The Minotaur with a Flicker and a Minoan Fury might just break the formation of Falcons Mena, meaning that's enough space for the Yi Sun Shin to wreak havoc. Ignite now pack the Barrets in.
So we go for the fighter off, we go for the funnel strat into the YSS. Definitely some danger here against a golden hour, against the heavy spin, against the Magic Gush. This is a composition that wants to group up on the side of Ignite, but still, it can look overwhelming. One big play.
Thank you so much to the panel. We sent one team home earlier today for our first match of day number 3 here at MSC.
Welcome.
Now we will have to send a second team home. Welcome to the Land of Dawn. I love it. Panel likes it. I love it. I love the drafts from both these teams. I like that they're going back to just comfort, right? Not necessarily the most meta picks, but it's what they've won with, especially in their own domestic leagues.
Yeah, we don't even know how do we define the meta, honestly, at this point. So the fact that we're just seeing some of the more common picks nowadays, or at least in the past 2 days, such as the Barrets, and it's going to be in the hands of Diablo too. So that's also something I really like from IG, because finally they're playing something that's much more similar to the playstyle that we know of them.
Quick emblem check right here. Pull yourself together, ready for Cuffin. Weapon mastery for Sano as we see CS go for the lethal ignition and the Festival of Blood. Double tenacity and a whole lot of agility. And I think in this meta, even though you might not want to play these meta picks, you still need to rely a lot on that agility. Now let's talk a little bit more about Falcons Mena and IG, right? Wildcard winners, Falcons Mena. They usually do very well in the group stages of internationals. Unfortunately, this time around, sent down straight into the lower brackets. Now, IG, Singapore, they've been on a tough road. The last few internationals just bombing out of events, completely eliminated on first day, second days. And now it's time to prove that they still have it within them to contend for the knockout stage.
Yeah, and a lot of questions, right, for both of these teams, especially coming from a 0-2 sweep, a loss in their first showing previously here in the group stage, and now Falcons Mena, it seems like they're still playing a very similar game to what we saw from them in the wild card. That's why it was also pointed out in the panel earlier that it feels like they're just drafting as if we were in the wild card, but I can't blame them. This is something that's very comfortable to them, whereas IG, I think they're the ones who switched things up a bit. So now we see the Barrets and the Minotaur in their hands, and they're setting up for this first objective of the game.
Even Diablo on an enabler instead of a carry. Kelvin's waiting in that bush. It's an all-out fight for Turtle 1.
And that Diablo is very, very low, but he still finds the Daytona's welcome. Boyet secures this objective for Team Falcons Mena. Golden Hour already laid down as well, but it's CS trying to find Coven in the backline. The knock up from Boyet and heavy spin. That's going to be first blood over to Falcons Mena, but the trade from Diablo, he actually finds Sanji too.
They keep on going here. It will be the end of the skirmish, but take a look at what Falcons Mena were able to do. Again, controlling the neutral objective with the Akai. That's number 1. But IG really just falling out to that tempo, and they don't even get the prio up top. Instead of trying to play out around this winning lane, they let it go, and Sano just got so much value out of it.
I feel like they really wanted to go in first, though. You could see how Jay just wanted to position himself, but now he's yet to get his level 4. Just got it now, and they're not really going to commit to a fight just yet, but they had no idea this was happening, but Kelvin still actually takes his purple buff. So I think it will be an unsuccessful attempt here for Boyet. Does he get bursted down here? That's going to be the question. It seems like he will be, though. That's 4 members of IG on him all alone.
And that's where you can see a little bit of that experience. Wait a second. Mystic Gush on Roy and a Flicker as well.
All right. That's a lot.
Just a Crimson Beacon, but tendencies, habits, Brigida. Falcons Mena, if that was in the wild card, he would have already gotten the purple buff. Unfortunately for him, the Akai got his passive completely botched in the new patch, and that's why it was still so slow for him to actually take it away. Kelvin was able to rotate, taking it in time, and we get to see the replay of it again. The retry was also just miles too early. You see a little bit of cringe. Back room is like, oh god, why was it so early? A bit of panic from Boyet, perhaps.
Yeah, this could have been a bigger lead if only they were able to take away that purple buff as well. But now we're back to a very small lead in their hands. Kelvin shows up here. But Sano has no idea that even Jay is within or around the area. Troll comes up to them first, and they are going to play it safe. There's an objective upcoming down bot, and they will both make their way to this objective. All spells are actually going to be available apart from these flickers for Cuffin. So I think positioning-wise, it's going to be very crucial at this point now that it's actually Falcons Mena taking control of the Riverside. Crimson Beacon forced out of Roy. Golden Hour laid down too, but it's CS bursted down and forced to flicker out.
Looks like it's going to be free here unless Diablo is able to get in, but no chance. Boya with the red tree, and now it's Troll.
Diablo has a flicker. Detona's welcome under the turret, so he is going to be safe. But they lose out on a turtle, and they weren't able to trade anything out of that. So IG, I think this is Falcons Mena slowly getting the advantage that they want.
I think it's just the pure control, man. With the Akai, it's just very difficult for IG to come in with the Yisun Shin, and it's also just them protecting their new...
Yeah.
No one saw that. No one saw that. It's okay. Falcons Mena protecting their structures up top. Mystic Gush!
Okay, the flicker's only back for Jay just a bit, but it didn't make it. He wasn't able to survive that. Look, his flicker came back just now, and he's already taken out by Falcons Mena. So this is space for Sano. They're possibly taking this turret up top. Mystic Injunction landing onto CS, and he's bursted down too.
Okay, IG are just losing the plot here. A few resources spent. Roy's gonna be caught again. It seems like there's only been one time, one style of Crimson Beak in this game, and it's all defensive.
We don't really see them going in, and the few moments they do actually try, it's either there's a huge disconnect or they're just all alone. You saw it from Jay earlier on, Mystic Gush, and speaking of Jay, he had to use the flicker defensively as well. IG, there's just so much disconnect across the map, and Kelvin couldn't even handle Sanji by himself.
No, definitely not. Not against Troll in a 1v1. I thought Troll was going to pop the golden hour, try to go for that Sokolil, but no. Kelvin's able to keep himself safe under tier 2. We got to take a look at the emblems, or sorry, not the emblems, the battle spells, and all of it is just down because, again, Falcons Mena have just been reacting to IG's plays, but they've been forcing out these battle spells, these resources, and IG, every single skirmish. It almost seems like they use their battle spells before the fight even starts, so it already puts them at a massive disadvantage.
Yeah, they gotta get back in this game. They got to sort this out. This is an elimination match you're talking about, but IG just don't seem to be playing the game that they want. Falcons Mena in control of this objective, and all they're gonna settle for is a wave up top. Not even a guaranteed turret just yet, because even Sanjay is going to deal with it by himself. So we're seeing action down bottom though. Falcons Mena, does IG respond to this?
Nope. I mean, what can they do to respond to it, right? Their clear is horrible. If you look at their composition, it's a double fighter composition. It's a juice it. Oh, they go in!
Okay, Falcons Mena are gonna take another kill. Now it's CS going into the back lines. Crimson Beacon in finally from Roy, but it gets caught in the golden R. There goes Adetona's welcome for Boyet. He's brought under the turret, and he safely gets away. IG, they weren't able to take anything out of that.
Not a single person down despite everything kind of falling to what IG wanted, you know? At the start of the game, this is the team fight that you would expect for IG, that they would want to win. But they just can't, they have no damage. And again, those battle spells all taken out. Sano was able to just free hit in the back. We get to see the replay again, and it starts with Jay taken out of the skirmish way too early. It really just seems like there's just a lot of indecisive moments here where they hesitate, right? Because even for Jay, if you know you're going to die and your team's call is still to fight, you might as well pop into Minions Fury. You die, but you get a few members knocked up.
Yeah, but also the Golden R just interrupted so much of what IG wanted to do, I feel. Because even Diablo on the Detona's welcome was kinda caught in the Golden R as well, so I feel like they were delayed to a certain extent in terms of how quick they wanted to respond to Falcons Mena and that sudden burst through the Mystic Gush. And I think that's another layer to the problem, right? Falcons Mena have reliable burst if they just really want to focus on one member, and it's always been Jay. Whereas IG, I doubt that they have the damage, as you mentioned, to actually respond to Falcons Mena at this point. So it's always just been slow and staggered team fights for IG where they don't really get to trade anything every single time.
And the slower it gets even worse for IG. Oh, they go up top, Sano.
Oh, now they want to find a target, but the golden arm might just save Sano this time. If he didn't actually go down there, I would have felt really bad for IG. Fortunately, they find him though, and now it's just gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. It's a gold for Rome. I think somehow they will be happy with that. Step by step, but a concealed play from Falcons Mena.
You definitely see just a bit of a glimpse of that brilliance of that composition. Roy gets bursted down by Cuffin. Straight up against the Panda. Face checks the bush, doesn't let Barats do it. And now Kelvin's pinned.
Okay, it's Troll and Boy. It's surrounded by Diablo and Kelvin, but Kelvin, does he want to be in the spot? I don't think he should have been there. Trace this out, but you can't run away from Sanji and Cuffin. It's Diablo left here instead, and IG, I feel like they want to do something, right? They've been trying to do something. It's always CS trying to go for these backline plays, but it doesn't work.
Oh man, that was literally the window that opened but instantly closed again. But it was shut by themselves. Falcons Mena now capitalizing on the mistakes of IG, picking up the neutral objective, not giving any space for IG to even trade on the map. Sanji goes straight into the bottom lane. That's a Lord up top, and Falcons Mena, they'll definitely learn from that mistake earlier, right? Where Sano was caught in the bad spot. Now they're gonna play for Sano all the way in the back. Everybody's just gonna peel for him. Everybody's gonna open Troll with the conceal.
Oh, Troll going in. Forces out the Crimson Beak and the burst on CS. This is crazy. Was that a Sky Piercer even? I'm not entirely sure anymore.
It was.
So Cuffin at this point is a very terrifying player on the side of Team Falcons Mena. They also still have a Lord Marching and Kelvin.
Oh no.
All he can do is just attempt to go for a cut, but he is being dealt with by Sanji.
I don't know how Sanji became an XP laner from a mid laner, but Sanji's doing it in a 1v1 against Kelvin. Who wins it?
Oh, Mountain Shocker already used. He's pretty low on HP now.
Oh my
He'll
god.
settle with the orange buff, but there's Troll already spawning it out. I think we all know how this is gonna end. The Traceless, he didn't get out of that wall too.
Oh, Kelvin!
But he's still trying to survive. In between turrets though, and with Sano there, I don't think it's possible for him to survive.
It was a valiant attempt. Yes, it wasn't possible, but it's all about delaying, right? It's all about buying time for space on the map. CS gets some space, but unfortunately he's on a Paquito that doesn't really scale too well. And Troll, oh god, he's already got the read on, and CS cancels the recall.
Okay, CS. Oh, that is not your side of the map. He gets caught under the golden art, gets to take down the turret before he does. And Sano's now on a killing spree. This is a Paquito who I feel like is just really having to sacrifice himself every time he wants to go for something. It's 0-4 on a lethal ignition and a damage build too.
And the 12-minute hits the clock. That says, or that means, goodbye to the Holy Shields. Falcons Mena are just gonna look to go for the siege without the Lord. Minus Fury!
Okay, knocks up 4 members, but Cuffin responds with a Mystic Gush. Diablo couldn't catch anyone with that Detona's welcome. At least they defend the base turret, but they had to lose Diablo in the process too, and his flicker, so Falcons Mena still win it out there.
Oh god, it gets from bad to worse. Falcons Mena again just sieging it down, but there's literally nothing IG can do. Diablo tried his best. Now Sanji on Uranus. Oh my god, it's Troll getting frozen moments as well. Look at that poke on Roy with just a projectile. It's so difficult if you're IG, because you look at this composition and I have to bring up the point that I made earlier.
Yeah.
No clear. They have horrible clear. If waves are gonna come in with the Lord, who's gonna try to actually get through the minions?
That's why it seems like they have to sacrifice at least one member from their side if they just want to guarantee that Falcons Mena will not have an easy time going for the siege. It's either CS, it's either Kelvin, and I'm not sure who you really want to put out there at this point, because you'd really want all your resources to be there when you go for the defense, because again, it's not enough. Now Falcons Mena with a 5k goal lead just really secure this Lord, and CS isn't even able to push that wave up top as much. You can't really put yourself in a very dangerous position, not at this point where Falcons Mena are just moments away from another Lord Siege.
I mean, you can, right? I mean, you got that PTSD as well, a bit of trauma. Last time he tried to clear up top, it went really bad. He had to die for the 4th time in the game. He doesn't want to, increase those deaths, not to 5. Although, there might be a case to be made that, he needs 7 to get a power spike. Who knows? Maybe the BBB special. And not on a Paquito. Maybe on that Minotaur. Diablo!
Troll getting the stun. It's Diablo. They're bursting down right now. Not even with its own is welcome. Will they find anything? IG just lose one of their frontliners, and now they have to deal with a Lord and multiple waves. Roy, J, what can they do? There goes the heavy spin from Boyet. The knockout from the Minoan Fury, and the goal